Good morning, students. Myself, S.C. Kunde from Gokhale Education Societies, JDC Bitco English Medium High School, Nasik Road. Previously, we have discussed lens formula, then combination of lens, human eye, and working of its lens. Now, we are going to discuss defects of vision and their corrections. Defects of vision and their correction. The first is nearsightedness or myopia. In nearsightedness, the eye can see nearby object clearly, but the distant object appear indistinct. That means it cannot be seen clearly. This means that the far point of the eye is not at infinity, but shifts closer to the eye. In nearsightedness, the image of a distant object forms in front of the retina. There are two reasons for this defect. This means that in this case, the eye can see the near object clearly, but the object which are at distance, it cannot be seen clearly. So this is called as nearsightedness or myopia. There are two reasons for this defect. The first is the curvature of the cornea and the eye lens increases. The muscles near the lens cannot relax so that the converging power of the lens remains large. Second is that the eyeball elongates so that the distance between the lens and the retina increases. This defect can be corrected by using spectacles with concave lens of proper focal length. This lens diverges the incident ray, and these diverged rays can be converged by the lens in the eye to form the image on the retina. The focal length of concave lens is negative, so a lens with negative power is required for correcting nearsightedness. The power of the lens is different for different eyes depending on the magnitude of their nearsightedness. Next is farsightedness or hypermetropia. In this defect, the human eye can see distant object clearly, but cannot see nearby object distinctly. This means that the near point of the eye is no larger at 25 cm, but shifts farther away as shown in the diagram. The image of nearby objects get formed behind the retina. There are two reasons for farsightedness. First is that curvature of the cornea and the eye lens decreases so that the converging power of the lens becomes less. And the second point is that due to the flattening of the eyeball, the distance between the lens and the retina decreases. This defect can be corrected by using a convex lens with proper focal length. This lens converges the incident ray before they reach the lens. The lens then converges them to form the image on the retina. The focal length of a convex lens is positive. Thus, the spectacles used to correct farsightedness has positive power. The power of these lenses is different depending on the extent of farsightedness. Next is presbyopia. Generally, the focusing power of the eye lens decreases with age. The muscles near the lens lost their ability to change the focal length of the lens. The near point of the lens shifts farther from the eye. Because of this, old people cannot see nearby objects clearly. Sometimes people suffer from nearsightedness as well as farsightedness. In such a case, bifocal lenses are required to correct the defect. That means both concave lens and convex lens, both lenses are used in such cases. In such lenses, the upper part is concave lens and correct nearsightedness, while the lower part is a convex lens which corrects the farsightedness. Apparent size of an object. Consider two objects PQ and P1Q1 having same size but kept at different distances from an eye as shown in the figure. As the angle alpha subtended by PQ at the eye is larger than the angle beta subtended by P1Q1. PQ appear larger than P1Q1. Thus, the apparent size of an object depends on the angle subtended by the object at the eye. Next topic is uses of concave lenses. Some uses are given here. Concave lens used in telescope, in binoculars, spectacles, cameras, flashlights. Then used in telescope and binoculars. Then concave lens is used in glasses. Then in lasers. Concave lens is used in scanner, CD player. These instruments use laser light. For proper working of this equipment, concave lenses are used. The peephole in door. This is a small safety device which helps us to see a large area outside the door. This uses one or more concave lenses. Spectacles. Concave lenses are used in spectacles to correct nearsightedness. Then in torch, concave lens is used to spread widely the light produced by a small bulb inside the torch. Next is the uses of convex lens. The convex lens is used generally in eyeglasses, cameras, and in microscopes. First use of convex lens is in simple microscope. A convex lens with small focal length produces a virtual, erect and bigger image of an object as shown in the diagram. Such a lens is called simple microscope or magnifying lens. One can get a 20 times larger image of an object using such microscope. These are used for watch repair, testing precious gems and finding their defects. Next is compound microscope. Simple microscope is used to observe small size objects, but minute objects like blood cell of plants and animals, and minute living being like bacteria cannot be magnified sufficiently by simple microscope. Compound microscopes are used to study these objects. A compound microscope is made of two convex lenses and objective and eyepiece. The objective has smaller cross section and smaller focal length. The eyepiece has bigger cross section. Its focal length is also larger than that of the objective. Higher magnification can be obtained by the combined effect of the two lenses. As shown in the figure, the magnification occurs in two stages. The image formed by the first lens acts as the object for the second lens. The axes of both lenses are along the same line. The lenses are fitted inside a metallic tube in such a way that the distance between can be changed. Optical instruments. Convex lenses are used in various other optical instruments like camera, projector and spectrograph. Next topic is persistence of vision. We see an object because of the eye lens creates its image on the retina. The image is on the retina as long as the object is in front of us. The image disappears as soon as the object is taken away from the eyes. The image remains imprinted on our retina for 1/16 of a second after the object is removed. The sensation on retina persists for a while, and this is called persistence of vision. How do we perceive different colors? The retina in our eye is made up of many light sensitive cells. These cells are shaped like a rod and like a cone. The rod-like cells responds to the intensity of light and gives information about the brightness or dimness of the object to the brain. The conical cell respond to the color and give information about the color of the object to the brain. Brain processes all the information received and we see the actual image of the object. Rod-like cells respond to faint light also, but conical cells do not. Thus, we perceive colors only in bright light. The conical cells can respond differently to red, green and blue colors. When red color falls on the eyes, the cells responding to red light get excited more than those responding to other colors and we get the sensation of red color. Some people lack conical cells responding to certain colors. These persons cannot recognize these colors or cannot distinguish between different colors. These persons are said to be color blind. Apart from not being able to distinguish between different colors, their eyesight is normal.